Hello and welcome to another YouTube video. I'm Tandy, and today we have a nice one for you. The new sets here, MTG March of the Machine, and we are trying out some of the new cards on Magic Online. We're playing Pioneer, and we have a nice little decky for you. Today we're going to be playing Rona Herald of Invasion combo. So Rona Herald of Invasion, I'm gonna explain this as best I can. So 2 mana, you get a 1/3. Tap to loot. Draw a card, discard a card. Pretty generic stuff. But it says whenever you cast a legendary spell, untap it. Pretty rare these days that something like that has the ability to just untap for playing any legendary card. But one card that is legendary that's able to untap it extremely easily and works flawlessly with it is Mox Amber. Mox Amber is 0 mana, legendary artifact. Tap, add 1 mana of any color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control. So if you have Rona in play, tap it for blue. You cast it, you untap the Rona. This actually works really nicely together with one more card to make a 3-card combo to make infinite mana in Retraction Helix. So Retraction Helix is a card that you may have seen in Jeskai Ascendancy combo decks and stuff back in the day. Not a whole lot of playing Pioneer, but still kind of sitting on the sidelines sometimes doing cool stuff. Retraction Helix, 1 mana, instant. Until end of turn, target creature gains tap. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So Rona can return Mox Amber. You play Mox Amber, it untaps Rona. It's a 3-card combo for infinite mana. At that point, you just have to figure out, how do I use infinite mana? And also, how best do I utilize all these cards together? And the way that we're going to use the infinite mana is a couple of cool ways. First and foremost, you can just use infinite mana to flip Rona into a very large Phyrexian obliterator on the backside that has a lot of text and a lot of cool stuff going on. But you can also use cards like Tyvar Jubilant Brawler to mill your whole deck. And how do you mill your whole deck? Well, Mox Amber taps for any color equal to creature or planeswalker you control, right? So you make infinite black and green, and then you can bounce, after you make infinite mana, you bounce Tyvar. And once you bounce Tyvar, the Tyvar can come back down, untaps the Rona, minuses, bounce the Tyvar, cast it, untap the Rona, minuses, and eventually you find a creature that wins the game. Now, your first instinct may be, oh, Oracle, Thassa's Oracle is the card that we want to kill, right? That was where most people immediately jumped to. But Sarah Shearing posted on Twitter about Diligent Excavator, a card that was a part of the Kethis combo back in the day that was very similar to this. And Diligent Excavator doubles as not only a blocker early, 1/3, but you can play Mox Ambers and other legendary creatures to self-mill, and that enables things like Treasure Cruise. But once you have the infinite loot going, you're able to deck your opponent with it, right? That's Diligent Excavator. That's why it's in the deck. It's the kill condition. We're playing 2 of them because we had 3, actually, just got 1. But mostly, I don't think it's bad to draw because we can self-mill and turn on Cruise. But the fewer you play, I think the fewer cruises you got to play. Treasure Cruise is specifically interesting in this deck because we have 4 copies of Jace Vryn's Prodigy and 4 copies of Rona Herald of Invasion. And Treasure Cruise traditionally works really nicely with looting effects. And specifically back in the day, it was excellent with Brainstorm. Brainstorm is probably the most powerful looting effect that's ever been printed because it essentially allows you to draw 3 and then put any 2 bad ones back into your deck with fetch lands. And at that point, raw number of resources in hand mattered more than anything. And looting effects like Jace and Rona act very similarly. And so with Treasure Cruise, we could play Dig Through Time, but then we lose Gigantha as a companion. And Treasure Cruise, I think, works really nicely with Jace and Rona. So I'm curious how that's going to play. This is the first time I've played with this deck at all. And so we're going to probably make a ton of mistakes, and we're probably going to learn a bunch of stuff as we go. But that's kind of the gist. The rest of the deck is filled out with a number of enablers. Things like Consider to fill the graveyard and dig for combo pieces. We're also utilizing some protection and disruption. We have 4 copies of Fatal Push. Fatal Push is going to be great for killing creatures, and it has the knack for turning on Revolt with Jace Vryn's Prodigy, and even flashing it back to kill larger creatures like Shieldred. 2 Mox Ambers can also turn on Revolt for Fatal Push to kill Shieldred. One of your creatures dying can turn it on. Tyvar minusing to go to the graveyard can do it as well. We're also playing 4 copies of Thoughtseize. This is a protective element for disrupting our opponent's interaction, but also for slowing them down and making sure that we can get the coast clear before we start going for combo stuff. Lastly, we're playing 2 copies of Spell Pierce as piece of protection. Mostly this is because your opponent will likely have an early removal spell for your 2-drop. But if you have Mox Amber before you play your 2-drop, you're able to play your 2-drop and then have Spell Pierce at the ready. Spell Pierce can be essentially any piece of protection you want. I think Spell Pierce is generically the best for the main deck. But I think Shore Up or Dispel or anything that can protect your creature from a removal spell is reasonable and should be considered. Now, this deck has a bunch of different ways you can build it, but that's the idea behind the archetype in general. We're using Rona plus Mox Amber plus Retraction Helix to generate infinite mana. It does not generate infinite loots. I want to be very clear on that. While Rona does have the ability to loot when it untaps, if you Retraction Helix the Rona, you cannot loot and bounce with the ability. You can choose one or the other, and if you choose not to bounce, the loop is over. Rona is the engine for the bouncing. But yeah, that's the deck. We can cast an Excavator early. We can use it with Rona, Mox Amber, Helix to just deck our opponent without needing the Tyvar. But once we have infinite mana with Mox Amber Tyvar, Tyvar is a kill condition. The fact that Tyvar is a kill condition in this deck, to me, just says so much about the inner workings of the archetype. A Planeswalker as powerful as Tyvar being able to do something like that is unbelievable. My only concern is that when I played Tyvar in the like Black Green and Sultai builds of the Company decks, my goal when building those was to be able to minus Tyvar the turn I cast Tyvar and hit a creature greater than 75% of the time. We don't have that ability here. We're only playing 10 creatures. So it's going to be way more like a combo element, and there's a chance we should not be playing 4. Maybe we should only be playing 3. Or even 2. I'm not really sure. And so we're going to play through League. We're going to see how things feel. We'll probably be playing a bunch of different builds on stream this week as we test out this new combo and see if Rona Herald of Invasion is the real deal. But yeah, this is the deck. The sideboard, we'll talk about the cards a little bit. Mystical Dispute is going to be nice for essentially stopping all of our opponents' counterspell-based interaction, but it goes way deeper than that. Mystical Dispute is just a great sideboard card. 4 copies of Rave Enfeeblement. This is going to be your answer to Greasefang, White Weenie, and a number of other decks that have white-based creatures. And then a couple Duresses to go with the Thoughtseize to disrupt our opponent if they're playing combo or control. A couple copies of Witch's Vengeance. Note that this will turn off Gigantha when you side it in, but in those matchups, I don't think you'll need Gigantha. Witch's Vengeance is also pretty sweet because it gives you the ability to Wrath without killing your 2-drop creatures, so long as you're not playing against humans specifically. Now, if you are playing against humans specifically, you can kind of time your own Witch's Vengeance to do this to kill their stuff and not kill your own thing. But mostly Witch's Vengeance is a sweeper for matchups where we don't want our Jace or Rona to die. And lastly, we're playing 3 copies of Kager Bloom as our disenchant of choice. There is a kill with Tyvar, Kager Bloom, and then the Rona combo. And that was discussed as being the initial kill, but I think Diligent Excavator works better because it allows you to win without Tyvar. Whereas the Kager Bloom kill only works with the Tyvar in play, I think, or in the sequence. Gigantha as a companion. If we have infinite blue and then we're able to get access to a green, we can play Gigantha pretty quickly with our infinite mana, which I like. Overall, I think Gigantha is a great companion for decks like this, and it gives us something to do when we have been disrupted a bunch or are flooding. So, big fan of Gigantha as a companion. It's also great to buy it and then loot it away because it's just an extra card you can buy. So, this is all reasons why I'm playing Gigantha as a companion and leaning into it as hard as I can. Anyway, this is Rona Combo. Let's play a League. All right, we're here for the first match with our Rona Combo deck. We won the die roll, will be on the play. We'll reveal our Gigantha companion. The smallest hand ever seen. This is a pretty cool hand we're going to keep. We'll lead off with Watery Grave, maybe? Maybe we just hold up for Spell Pierce, since we're not playing anything on turn 2. I don't get the Fatal Push here, but I don't really want to shock. All my stops got changed? That's so weird. So every time they update now, I'm just going to get full reset on everything? Is that how it's going to work? Alright, Blue Eye Control. I will play Mox Amber. Spirits, probably. Oh, right, because Hingegate. Good call. Electro Sailor's fine. We will go for a Spell Pierce if they go for Curious Obsession or similar. Alright, so we'll go for a Fatal Push on that while they're tapped out. We can't use the blue mana from the Spell Pierce. Alright, so we'll take the 2. Alright, so we have the ability to go infinite right now. I'm not sure. So I need one more thing though. So I have to loot, I think, and then I can maybe play Rona to untap it. It's over. It's just infinite mana. We don't have anything else. I need everyone to just understand that. Alright, so now we just loot. We just look for it. I'm like really behind on time, so I think I'm just gonna try to go a little faster. Drew Cruz. So let's pitch Pierce. Okay, so I don't really want to go for it this turn. Oh, I guess we can go for infinite mana, infinite blue. And then we can Treasure Cruise and Gigantha. Yeah, we just go for it now, I think. Yeah, Gigantha, flip Rona, and Treasure Cruise. That's the floor. That's the floor. We want to leave open black-green because we have blue. We have infinite blue. All right, so we keep this one. And now we're in the loop where we get infinite blue. Well, this is game number 1. Turn 3 is pretty good. Might kill, might not. Relatively easy combo as well. All right, so we got 2 more loots as well. Oh, we forgot to float a mana. Luckily, messing up the combo a little bit doesn't hurt you too badly. All right, so let's draw discard. Oh, I should discard a land. It's just a mistake. I should have cast the Rona to get an extra loot. Ah, dang it. So we don't have black, so we can't cast a Tyvar. I definitely could have killed this turn. I made a big mistake. So we're just going to essentially do this and then flip and then attack. You can with the backside? Yeah, but oh, I can. Okay, but then the Rona has no more untap, right? All right, so let's just transform. We need 1 more mana so we can cast a Tyvar, right? Oh, I needed this to be untapped. Whatever, it's fine. I messed up. I should have black for the Fatal Push. This is fucking difficult. So F6 just doesn't work anymore, chat? Or so they do nothing? Alright, so we can play a bunch of stuff. They have maybe one spell queller. I don't know if I can play this deck on Magic Online. It takes too many clicks. But this deck might be fucking crazy in paper, man. Okay, so now we can go for Fatal Push if they spell queller. We can... I guess we go for a Tyvar. Okay. So we need an untapped Black Source to transform this turn to kill the Spell Queller, but I think I'm just going to kill Supreme Phantom, flip this, and then shrink the Spell Queller. Okay. Here we go. It just feels like Inverter, man. Yeah, I think this is just a deck that's going to work so much better in paper. It's just very annoying. Alright, we want Witch's Vengeance for sure. I don't know that I want Ray of Enfeeblement. Most of their creatures are blue. It does kill Spell Queller. Witch's Vengeance, Mystical Speed are pretty good. I think Spell Pierce can come out. They have a couple hits, but nothing that big. Thought Seize is good. Can probably trim one Excavator. I think I'm going to trim a Tyvar. Kind of want to trim two Tyvar. Is that weird? Yeah, we had the kill. With the being able to transform the Rona, you get like one moment where you can minus a Tyvar to get back the other Rona, and then you can flip it with flip the Jace and then play the Helix again. I also should not have milled any or used any of my graveyard for the Treasure Cruise. That was a mistake. Yeah, we can bring back the Rona with discard, and then we can cast the Helix from the graveyard with Jace as long as we don't delve it like an idiot. I think I'm gonna trim Mox Amber. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing here, man. Just trying stuff. Thought sees you. Guess we just take Curious Obsession. If we had a removal spell, we might bait the Curious Obsession, but we just don't, so. So you can counter this, that's okay. We're going to play a longer game. Okay, they let it stick. Interesting. Jingle Bells, thanks for the follow. Okay, they found Portable Hole. Okay, that's unfortunate. I think Tyvar playing there is pretty bad. We'll just go and get Jace down, maybe. Pretty good draw. Extra mana for free. Technically, we should be casting Amber for our Legends. Technically, but they just have Mutavault up, and so I didn't really think it was a big deal. And also, if we have a Rona in play already, I don't know. I guess we should, if we have Tyvar in play, we should play Rona before Mox Amber, right? All right, we're gonna go ahead and try to flip the Jace, and then we can plus on the Rattle Chains. We could go like Helix on Jace, bounce Portable Hole, cast Tyvar, untap, but they have two counter spells, so like just very difficult to punch through. don't think we need the extra land. Maybe we should have benched the consider last turn anyway. So we're gonna go Tyvar Rona, I think. I will bait with Tyvar first and then play Rona. Hope they don't have another portable hole next turn. Rona can block Metal Vault. This is only attacking for 1. Next turn we have infinite mana. We can buy Gigantha. Oh no, I don't have Gigantha this turn or this game. Okay, so I need to draw something next turn. We have a minus on Jace for consider. They have Lofty Denial still, so counter unless I pay 4. Alright. We'll go Helix targeting Rona. I think this deck's fucked up, man. This is just like too easy. It's just too easy. It's too easy. I don't we don't even have a deterministic kill. Maybe Treasure Cruise is bad. Like if this I don't know what it should be, but like I mean this is through removal, 2 counter spells. You know? Turn 5, through removal, 2 counter spells. Alright, let's go ahead and just cruise a little bit. Alright, we have lethal here. Alright, so now we go green, black. Alright, we're gonna keep this in. We're gonna go turn 2 Jace with Spell Pierce back up to protect. Our opponent's on 5. We're a little mana heavy here, but I think that's okay. The Jace should be able to help us loot away a little bit. Here's how this plays in Rakdos. Well, even if we win this game / match, I want you to remember that they mulled the 5. That's fair, Lord Matri. Alright, so Heartless Act, that's fine. So we can just buy Gigantha. Seems fine. Can't quite cast Cruise, only 2 cards in the graveyard. So we can Retraction Helix this. We can loot bounce plus. God, that's so sick. Can we cruise also? We can't just push the goblin. Kind of want to just push the goblin chat. You can plus on the goblin, then play another Jace. That seems okay as well. They do just get a treasure, though. I don't love that. And we don't even have to take a damage because of the mocks. I think this deck might be fucking crazy, man. I'm... Eesh. It seems sick. There's just too much going on that's good. For very little effort. If we hit Rona, that was a win? Yeah. I thought about that the moment I minus. I was like, come on, Babo. Coming back to plays good cards. A classic Demir Inverter. Alright, so stomp on the Jace. That's fine, we have another Jace. Okay. Alright, let's cruise first. So I don't want to flip the Jace right this second, I don't think. I want to get extra loots out of it. Alright, so they get to kill the Tyvar. Maybe I should have played differently. Flip. Hold up. I guess I could have cruised after. Alright, so Tyvar's gonna be dead. I do have to loot now or else I don't get to. I'll just discard the extra land here. We'll play Giganta, I guess. Alright, Stilton Excavator, Rona push. We know they have a pathway in hand. They drew Mutawalt for the turn. So Rona will mill ourselves. And then we'll go Loots. Discard Odawara. Minus targeting cancel. Push this. I'm going to play Consider from the graveyard. Next turn we can go Retraction Helix Infinite. But we don't have anything to do with it. Weird concession. Don't know what to board in, really. Don't have a ton for the matchup. I think I'll just stick with as is. Alright. Game number 2. Not the best hand. Mulligan. We'll keep, but I don't love it. I'm going to put back Spell Pierce since we're in the draw. Empty, I'm going to refund your points. I'm not doing that right now, man. I'm sorry. Normally, I'm fine with it, but... Thank you. Honestly, it's maybe the perfect time to do it. If I'm being real. If I'm being honest. Because it's, like, actually the most painful time. This song is a fucking slapper. So 3 Thoughtseize, very cool. Hey, Jaeger. Jaeger, what are you doing? 999. Wow, nice top deck, bro. Why not just play a 4-3 last turn, huh? In case I draw a Jace. Coward shit. I hope I beat him with Jeggies. Why not play Bone Crusher Giant? I don't understand my opponent's sequencing at all. Should have the Plaza of Heroes line? Maybe. Alright, well, triple Thoughtseize into brick. GG. I don't really want to duress them, but maybe I should. I'm just gonna chill. Alright. Yeah, I'll speed on the play. Real Jegman. Alright, keep this one. We'll get a creature down on turn 2. If they go Thoughtseize into kill your thing, it is what it is. We'll run it first because it doesn't die to Stomp. We're on 5 again. No need to bluff or whatever. We'll just make sure we don't take damage from our lands. What's up, Yoda? Turn 1 Thoughtseize. My guess they'll take Rona. They could take Jace, but they might bait me with the Jace. Yeah, if they have Stomp. I'm gonna play Excavator. It's kind of a throwaway, but I can get like one more look at a Spell Piercer Duress. Or sorry, Spell Piercer Thoughtseize to protect the Jace from a Stomp. Okay, I really don't care if that one dies. No big. Get Rona down. Rona transforms for not very much mana, honestly. Maybe I should board out the Fatal Pushes. I'm gonna push my own thing. Okay, we'll get Tyvar down. Get back Jason, flip it immediately. Or I guess we can get back Rona. And then we can threaten to flip next turn. We also have a blocker for Mutavault so they can't just pressure Tyvar easily. There's a lot of ways to win with infinite ETB and infinite mana. A lot of ways to win. Maybe pushing my own Jace was a mistake. I feel like the body on Bone Crusher potentially as a follow-up would have been bad. Old Way, thanks for the follow. Alright, we'll loot. Alright, let's go plus the Tyvar by Gigantha. I don't think they know about the other Fatal Push, so they might go for a Mutavault attack. I want to protect the Tyvar and buy the Gigantha, though. If they just play Fable, we can constrict its strength a bit with the Thoughtseize, maybe. Wow, I can't believe they drew the land. And now they get to kill the Tyvar too? That's so sickening. Okay, they take my Thoughtseize, and then they Stomp. Okay. They're playing well. I don't know, it's annoying. Let's get Jack down. Just need to draw some Treasure Cruises, or another Jace, or another Tyvar. Now if we draw Tyvar, we can go minus, get back Jace, flip it, Treasure Cruise. Could we have done that already, or did we find the Treasure Cruise off the Tyvar mill? Alright, no cards in hand. There's Spell Pierce for a nice follow-up here. They're at 11, we're at 20. I'll probably push the token before they attack. I want to see what they do first, though. Imagine Euro in this list? Yeah, maybe. Another Fable? Another Fable? Okay. I don't care about that at all, actually. Should I just eat my whole graveyard? They have the hearse. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just leave all my cool stuff. All right, we'll go Tyvar minus, and then it doesn't target, so they have to eat something now. So we'll either get back Rona or Jace, depending on what they let us do. If it's Jace, we get to loot, maybe get rid of Spell Pierce or Thoughtseize. We do have 2 Diligent Excavators, so if this one gets exiled, it's not that big a deal. We're also just like fine winning with Rona Flip or Giganta or whatever, you know. All right, let's attack for 5. And we'll just threaten to transform and attack for 10 next turn. Hold up Spell Pierce for this turn. Wasn't looting better? Like main phase loot? Maybe, but you know, I can do very little for 1 mana. Other than what I already have. We also can still loot. This is virtual haste. Also, looting means I can't block Mutavaults. They can kill Tyvar? Yeah, if I loot, they kill Tyvar for free. Now they don't. I don't know what you're insinuating. I don't know what you're suggesting I do differently. Main phase looting, getting back Jace to loot, whatever. Like none of that's very good. This is a blocker. It can still loot. It can transform into a huge creature. I'm gonna discard the Thoughtseize probably. Can Gigantha pay the black on the Phyrexian mana cost? Can anyone confirm that? I know it can't pay the 5, Papu. I was just asking if it could pay the black. I was very particular with my words. Alright, so let's draw, and then we can just untap it. Discard this extra Thoughtseize, this bad. Oh, it can only do it as a sorcery? Jesus Christ. We got the Pierces for Tyvar stands? Yeah, but I've done the turn 2 thing already. God damn it, dude. That's so annoying. Yeah, we've already talked about Tyvar Sin. It's on the docket. New cards, Monka S, read the card, etc., etc. Well, through this game, still think we're okay? We're definitely not okay. The backside of this doesn't really do much. The fact that exiles a card from their hand is just bad. It's just a 5/5 trample on the backside. There's like very little punishment if you're empty-handed. Alright, we'll just discard one of these spell pierces. They can make a copy of Bone Man and attack both the Tyvar, but then I threaten to attack for 5. Yo, what's up, Stu? Thanks for 26 months, my man. Appreciate you. Alright, so Tyvar is dead. Even if I draw a Fatal Push, right? So what can I draw? So I guess I should just loot. Alright, we'll take 4. Should I attack him for 1 and then play Jace? Then we could cruise next turn if they brick. And then they're stuck in a... We'll get a loot. Okay. It's pretty good, actually. Yeah, but put him to 5 means that this flipping... I really wanted to get the Jace down. Now I can Helix this and bounce the Croxa or the Bone Crusher. Or the Reflection. I think that's fine, too. They won't be able to activate the castle? Yeah, but I don't think this is a castle game. They have Croxa already. They have Mana Sink. Don't think I'm not bouncing the Crusher. I'm bouncing the Croxa. I said Croxa. And then next turn we can loot and then Treasure Cruise. Or if we draw Mox Amber, we can go maybe Infinite Mana into something. I'll just take it, I guess. Goon, someone else is gonna have to do it, man. I'm sorry. This is a very time-consuming deck. We're deep in the trenches. I can explain between matches. Alright, discard Mana Confluence. Alright, so we have infinite mana. So let's go loot. Fatal Push kills Kiki Jiki. There's no need to cast the Retraction Helix yet. Unless we hit off of this. Guess we can still keep it. I guess we can use this to... I don't even know, man. We're gonna get Croaksid next turn? We can't get Croaksid twice. You know, card in hand over casting push? Maybe. I just don't have that many kills here. Tyvar's a kill. Mox Amber. Second Mox Amber is not a kill. But it can give us a redraw. Alright, whatever, you go. Maybe we should have Mox Ambered, but then we're too low on cards in hand to be able to do anything because we played that Fatal Push, so... Maybe a mistake. Maybe just need to play something else besides Cruise, like Dig Through Time. We could have made infinite mana that turn after we drew the 3, but we just didn't have anything to do with the infinite mana. I mean, we did essentially lose this game because we didn't transform Rona at sorcery speed one turn. So just a monumental punt that really punished us. Because I'm bad, Candy Gandhi. You're right. I'm just bad. All right, Thoughtseize you. All right, this weird deck. I guess Mayhem Devil's the thing I care about more than anything. See, the devil's in the details, Sarah. You gotta show Carmen the no bad version. No bad, only good version. Carmen, it's been like so much easier to do than I thought it would be. I thought it would be, you know, somewhat difficult. All right, let's go. Tyvar. Plus on the Jace. We'll just say go. Ludio T. Yes, we have Excavator. I'll link you to the lists. If you're on your phone, I'm sorry. But the deck list should go there. The list I posted on Twitter is the list, though. We have 2 Excavator. Steel Seeker 2? Steel Seeker is kind of cool. Another Anvil's fine. I think I'm just going to discard extra land for now, since it's a tapped land also. This is very difficult. I guess if I hit, they just die, so let's just minus. Alright, GG. Alright, it should be easy now. Alright, so this will target here. And save targets. Was yield. Nice. They may have chat off too. Yeah. I just let them know. I give them a chance to concede if they want it. So I'm not gonna like shame them or whatever. Okay, so they're I don't know, fucking Mayhem Devil deck. Kanker Blooms come in. Spell Pierce is probably good. I think Fatal Push is bad. I think it's really only good against Mayhem Devil. What do we side out? I kind of want to cut Fatal Push, chat, but I feel like Mayhem Devil is going to eat me alive if I do that. I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to bring in a Duress. What do you take here? Rona? Treasure Cruise? Thoughtseize? Probably not consider. Alright. Turn 2 top lane, you love to see it. Go and play the Rona. I really don't care if it dies. Is there any argument for playing Keenan? Maybe if we play Elves Keenan? That's fucking disgusting. It's a bummer. I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do. Whatever. Sometimes your opponent just has it, and you're dead. Welcome to my life. This is what I deal with on a daily basis, chat. Just want y'all to know. This is not uncommon for me. Oh, I should have took Voltage Surge. Voltage Surge plus Sac Synthesizer kills Gigantha. Maybe they're crack Synthesizer to get a card. Might not play Gigantha next turn. Might just Treasure Cruise. Especially if they had another artifact. If they don't have an artifact, I might play the Gigantha next turn. I know they have the Haunted Ridge in hand, so they can play the Oni Cults. Maybe Broham. Maybe there's a way to fuse the two. All right, let's burn. We'll let them burn. Sorry, tap wrong. Long story short, we're gonna let them kill the Gigantha with Voltage Surge if they want to, and then our Treasure Cruise costs less next turn. And if we draw another Rona, we can cast it, and it's maybe safe. We're in deep shit though, deep shit. The Legion's End was essentially game over. There's very little you can do about it. Got an affiliate code anywhere? Talk to Mark Nestico. I know that that's a video game store, but he has Magic stuff, and if you tell him that I sent you, he might throw me a kickback. Especially if you buy a deck that's like $200 or whatever. I don't know. Seems like Fatal Push would be pretty good here. Yeah, I mean, I talked about that in deck building and stuff where, you know, if I had the answer to Mayhem Devil, that'd be nice, but it's like the only card in the whole deck where Fatal Push does anything against them. Everything else is just fodder. And, I mean, it wouldn't even work, right? I don't even have black mana here to kill it. So, it's like not even that big a deal. No cards in hand. I'm going to play Breeding Pool tapped, hold Odawara, but we have infinite mana next turn, so if we draw something to do with it, we win. even after all that. We can also just flip Rona, maybe. I don't know, Giska. It's a good feeling. It's a card that creates good feelings. They can kill the Rona here pretty easily, actually. Alright, you win. Alright, Mayhem Devil. Gotta do something about you, I guess. The duress seems... duress actually seems good. Spell Pierces are wonky, but I think I'm gonna keep them. I actually just don't care about Canker Bloom. Leave in a couple push. I just don't feel like interacting with their engine is bad. It's pretty good. I meant to loot. Just click through it for no reason. Alright, let's loot. Very few 1-mana things kill the Tyvar. I'm gonna discard Watery Grave. If we hit Mox there, we actually won, I think. Or, I guess we didn't win. We were very close to winning. Let's get Jace back. Go ahead and transform Jace and plus. It's fine. So if we draw Mox, we win. We have Cruise for 1 mana next turn. I guess they can kill the Rona, obviously. Interesting they wouldn't just kill the Rona, though. If they might Desperate Dig for removal here with sacking this to Witch's Oven. Ooh! Ah! So they found Voltage Surge, so they can sack Witch's Oven to kill it. Fine with that. I'll just flip Jace next turn and cast Cruise and then refuel. Oh, that's fine too. Okay. Tyvar minus to get back Excavator, maybe? Set up a Jace flip next turn. I'm just gonna play Jace. I think looting's better than... I guess, fuck, I maybe should have just not played my land first, and then if I loot again and find Mox, I can go off. It's too many lines. This is hard, man. They found Unlucky Witness, so they can cast that. They also draw 2. But next turn we can Tyvar minus. Ludio T with Rona. But Manask could have input? Yeah, that's true. Let's leave first. Let's pitch Pierce, probably. Maybe we should just cruise first. Let's see, we can Tyvar minus get back Excavator or the Jace. The Jace seems kind of cool. Maybe I should just get back Excavator in case we draw the Mox. Okay. I guess we'll just say go. I probably should have just got back Jace, but if I drew the Mox Amber off the Treasure Cruise, it's better. And I wanted to mill so I could have bigger graveyard, so I could leave a thing. They found Mayhem Devil. Okay, so now if they kill the Rona or the Tyvar, we can push the Mayhem Devil at least. And then we can just cruise again next turn. I don't know. Well, we had to okay, this is fine. Tyvar's down. There we go. All right. Jace down. Helix here. Mox Amber untap. GG. All right. We would love to play first. I would love to reveal Giganta in my gigantic sideboard. I'm gonna keep. I think I'll hold up Pierce Consider on one. Try to dig for the land. If they thought seize me, I'll just pierce it. Yeah. Here we go. There are a million ways to win with Infinity. Okay, so this is probably Hammer. Need lands. Didn't draw the land. Drew 3 Rona. Are we gonna die next turn? I guess there's a chance. Might as well play our thing. If they play Hammer, we'll just block, I guess. Okay, so it's just Goblins. Easy. Mox is infinite mana and maybe a win. Okay, Mox for the win. If they give haste and attack, we'll just block Prospector, I guess. Oh, they drew Horde Master? That's sick. Block the Scamp. Take 3. Look for the kill. Didn't find it. Pierce, very likely dead. We'll just discard. I'm going to main phase this now because it's harder for them to use the mana. If they reveal something they can cast, though, it could be bad. But I know they have another thing in hand. They already have Battlecry Goblin in hand. I'll hold up Retraction Helix as like a desperation thing. But again, we just need to draw Mox and we win. Oof. Maybe we should do block Retraction Helix, kill Prospector. Alright, so we'll take 5. They can sack the Horde Master and another thing to buff this, and that'll kill the Excavator. I don't know how worth it is for them to do that. Alright, draw Mox. Need Cruising to Perfect. So we literally just need Mox, like every game. Snoop is okay. Definitely feel like you want the 4th cruise. Yeah, the Pierces have been mid, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna discard Mana Confluence because actually I'm gonna discard Gigantha. Rona can actually proc the thing again. Awesome. GG. Save targets. Always yield. Which is Vengeance End for sure. We're gonna lose Gigantha, but that's okay. Gonna cut the spell Pierces for sure. They're probably talking about Crater's Claws, but I don't know. You just don't need shit like that, really. Battlecry Goblin is annoying, but I think I'd rather just get the Renville Horde Master out. Ringleader's not a big deal. I'll play Excavator to trade with Foundry Street, I guess. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I just go Rona and hope that I draw. Yeah, let's just Rona and hope I draw the thing. If they don't play a Goblin pre-combat, then I can block Foundry Street here pretty easily no matter what. I can't with a 1-drop plus buff, so... I can block this, though, if they attack with everything. Okay. So this is going to attack for 3. We'll just block here or the Legion Loyalist. Okay, and now we win with Retraction Helix. We'll loot. I'm going to pitch a Mana Confluence. Play Amber. Loot again. Here you go. Spam the double Helix to draw Retraction Helix. Can you just rhyme Helix with Helix just like that? Found a Legion Loyalist. Alright, so we can block either of these and kill them. Otherwise, we only take like 2. Alright. We got a loot and we got a reloot. I don't know that I should do that. Should I just kill the Snoop? I feel like I'm not dead next turn. So I want to hold the Rona for 1 extra go, right? Yeah, but I guess it's just better to do this now. Mill self. Let's loot, and then if we miss... Oh, we hit. That's so sick. God damn it, dude. Okay, so... How do we do this? I can't kill this turn, I think, because I'm tapped. If I keep old... Let's see, if I keep old Rona, I can Retraction Helix... But I can't Retraction Helix the Rona because it's tapped, and I don't have a way to untap it. Yeah, I'll just keep the new one and then push the Snoop. I think that's best. And I think that they're dead based on my calculations. Based on my calculations. I know they have Legion Loyalist, Fireblade Charger, and they can't do that plus cast Castle. And they can't give them haste. So we'll take a little bit. We'll block the things that are safe to block. There's no Scarred Prospector, so we're just fine. Alright, and now they're dead. So now we just go Helix targeting Rona, mill you out. I'm gonna keep. This hand's okay. We don't have Retraction Helix, but we have everything else. I guess we need to look at what cards... What creatures can we get into the deck that win the game with infinite mana? Excavator is a kill, but infinite mana can also be a kill if you have the right creature. Dallas Bodyguard, a little scary. I don't know, Alan. What card are you trying to put into the deck? And before Thalia ruins our day? I should have played a Mox. That was a mistake. Thalia does ruin our day a lot. I'll just graveyard the land. Let's go double Mox, play two things, see what happens. Next turn we can maybe flip Jace, plus on something, Treasure Cruise, maybe Tyvar. Well, Vitamin, the whole album is on the playlist, so even some of the fun gimmicky things. They attack with everything. We get to Rona eat a Dauntless Bodyguard. Jace can block the 0-1 or the 1-1 and we'll take 2 from the Hopeful Initiate. Exactly, Carmen. We just need stuff that works without Tyvar, but Tyvar is the magical girl, so to speak. Alright, so let's start with loot. If we just draw a Retraction Helix, we win. So let's just like try to find it. Thoughtseize. I think we can discard Excavator because Tyvar can always get back Excavator, right? Maybe we just discard Thoughtseize. I don't want to discard Push. Alright, push that. Plus on this. They go. We can cruise next turn. This is turn 3, by the way. Turn 3. 2 Planeswalkers, 2 creatures. Treasure Cruise in hand, ready to go. Ossification. We'll see what they target. Alright, we'll loot with Rona. Ooh, gross. Alright, that's fine. We have this to block here. Oh, I didn't realize it was gonna flip. I was just gonna untap it. That was a mistake. I should have just chilled on it in case they are able to kill my thing. We can hopefully cruise next turn. I really didn't mean to do that. I thought I had one fewer card in the graveyard. I thought I was gonna get to go loot and then untap with Tyvar. Brutal and the Excavator. Now they can hit something for 1, but they can't quite kill it. Yeah, it was just I mean, this is just literally bookkeeping or whatever. I just, we got to figure it out. It's very difficult. Definitely guys cruise first. I don't think it's definitely anything, but I think it is cruise first, but doesn't feel great. We'll go Rona, loot. Untap here, play this, say go, and now if they do anything, we can push the Brutal Cathar. Yeah, no shit, Fresh Kale. It's looking great. Jace is looking so good. We even have a backup Jace, backup Tyvar now. We can loot again with Rona EOT. If we draw a Retraction Helix, we can kill. We actually could have killed if I had delved differently, but maybe I needed to delve this way. Unclear. All right, so I kind of want to try to keep Tyvar alive. Let's block here, I think, and then push here. All right, so Jace is gonna die. I think that's fine. I can't keep it from dying anyway. Will we keep Tyvar alive? Maybe. And once the Jace is dead, we can get back to Diligent Excavator here if we want. Ganjo this. Okay. Let's loot. We found the Helix. So Tyvar's going to survive, so we're just fine letting Jace die and then we win. I think that's fine, right? I think that's how it works. So we have another Tyvar. Okay. Let's pitch another Excavator. Then we can push the COT, get back Excavator. All right, so minus, yes, get back Rona, Tyvar. All right, so now it has Virtual Haste. We'll target the Rona. All right. Witch's Vengeance, Raven Feeblement, they cut Thoughtseize. Spell Pierce. Anchor Bloom's okay as well. It seems like they have a bunch of ossifications and stuff. I'm going to try without it first, though. Mana Confluence is being a little bit of a problem here. Down a mold of 6. I think I mulligan. I don't think I can take that much damage from my lands. I'm going to put back a Consider simply because I plan on pushing on one. And I think that they'll probably have an answer for one Rona. Okay, so they're on a mold of 5. Good news. I can't really hold it for Thalia, right? Because if they play Thalia, I can't kill it. So might as well just go ahead and kill their thing. Okay, so they're doing March for 2. This is great for me. They've already mulliganed to 5, so they're going to 2 cards in hand. And we just have 2 backup Ronas. All right, let me know what you come out with, Sarah. I'm not the best at building mana bases. It's mostly by feel, honestly. I know that sounds cheesy or whatever, but let's loot in case we draw green for Tyvar. Okay, we drew that for that. I'm gonna discard Tyvar actually. Play Jace, untap. And we'll say go. If they attack with both, we can kill this and then eat this. All right, we'll just plus on the Hopeful Initiate. I'm just gonna play Treasure Cruise, I think. Now we can play Rona. All right, that's fine. Let's loot. I'm gonna go Ray Enfeeblement this. I'm gonna Ray Enfeeblement both, I think. They're so low on resources. Then we can cruise next turn. Or just transform this, depending. Lock Tamper's gross? Yeah, it's been real good. This has mana acceleration. I think this deck might be fucked up, chap. Should I just go for Rona kill? I'm gonna cruise. Let's loot. You want to explain what Rona combo is? Not particularly. All right, so guess we just say go. I guess maybe we play Odawara. We'll hold Odawara because it can bounce ossification if they draw another way to kill Rona. Karn does nothing. Karn stops the mana. All right, so Jace is going to take 2. That's not a big deal. Next turn we can play Tyvar, get an extra loot off of Rona. They were dead? Okay. Oh, because the Mox Amber lets me infinite? Yeah, you're right. That was a mistake. They were dead. All right. So let's draw. I don't think we need another Mox Amber. So we'll Helix the Rona, and now we can get infinite mana. We could have done this last turn because the Mox let us untap. Now we got infinite Tyvar activations. Format broken. That great. All right, so let's do a rundown of things I liked and didn't like, chap. 4 mana Confluence can probably go down to 3 or 2. 21 lands felt fine, especially with Consider to help out. The turn 2 creature with Mox Amber plus Spell Pierce felt pretty solid. Thoughtseize, Fatal Push were excellent. They worked really nicely with Jace. Treasure Cruise, Diligent Excavator, kind of little middling combo, felt pretty decent. It's possible we should be playing 4 Cruise, 3 Excavator. I actually wouldn't mind trimming a Tyvar because we can't blind play it in minus on certain turns, and another Treasure Cruise I think would be wanted in that space. Outside of the mana, the deck felt good. I don't really know how else to say it, chat. The deck felt good. There were a lot of combos turns where I just missed them and they were there. There were a couple of mistakes that I made that actually cost us the one match we lost, but overall, 4-1 with the first outing of a deck and should have been 5-0 with a little bit of better play and a better knowledge of what the cards do. Honestly, I think this deck might be incredible. So keep an eye out for this deck in the future. There's all sorts of different builds that are going to be coming out of the woodwork. I expect maybe there's an Esper version that plays Skrell, maybe a blue-black version that plays Unctus. There's also a chance that it ends up being like a very creature-heavy build with like Satyr Wayfinder and Deathrite Shaman and a lot of more like self-mill style stuff. So, Emery Lurker of the Lock is something that's not in this build, but is easily viable in this strategy with more artifacts. But we're going the more interactive route with Thoughtseize and Fatal Push, but you don't have to do that. I think this is proof of concept. The deck works. It's great. And now we just have to figure out the best build. So that's going to do it for the video today. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button on your way out. I'm Tandy. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, TandyMTG. Make sure to check out my live stream, twitch.tv/Tandy. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging.